Die micro.
Nine o'clock, wat gaat aan?
Good morning.
Mornings. Wie praat nou? Dit is Koi. Speaker is
morning, colleagues.
Good morning, councillors. It's Puran, acting municipal manager, speaking now. We can start now. Welcome everybody. I just want to inform council that the office of the municipal manager was informed by the speaker that he is not available due to illness, and therefore, in terms of Section 41 of the Structures Act, read with Rule 5.2 of the Rules of Order, council must now elect an acting speaker in order for this meeting to carry on. I will immediately ask for a proposer, anybody to make a proposal as who should be the acting speaker. I see the hand of Alderman Kotze, the Deputy Mayor. Alderman, you're on the floor.
Morning, Acting MM, morning, colleagues. I would like to propose that Alderman Barney Groenewald be appointed as acting speaker until Speaker Alderman Pietrita Blanche resumes office after his sick leave. So I propose that, MM.
Thank you so much, Alderman Kotze. Can I have a seconder for that proposal that Councillor, that Alderman Barney Groenewald act in the absence of the speaker until the speaker is back in office? Can I have a proposer, please?
Yes, good morning, Acting MM. This is Councillor Ghost. I'll second that proposal.
Thank you so much, Councillor Ghost, for you second the proposal. Are there any other proposals from any other councillor for acting speaker? Okay, I see no hands. I see no hands.
I propose Nicholas Boyson.
Who's speaking now? Can you just show hands, councillors, please, so that we can see who's speaking?
MM.
Yes, is it Councillor Kamper speaking?
That's right. Good morning.
Okay, thanks, Councillor. Morning. Councillors, just please, if you want to speak, just show the hands, please, so that we can see on the computers who's on the floor. Thank you so much. Councillor Kamper, you're on the floor now.
I propose Nicholas Boyson.
You propose Councillor Nicholas Boyson. Okay,
Yes.
do you have any seconder for Councillor Nicholas Boyson? Councillors, by show of hands, are there any seconder for Councillor Nicholas Boyson? I don't see any hands. Okay, in the absence of no hands, Councillor Kamper, I can't take your proposal any further. Eh? So,
okay.
Thank you, Councillor. So the ruling is that in the event of no other proposals, Councillor Barney Groenewald is then appointed as an acting speaker for the meeting until such time when the speaker is back in office. I thank you, Councillor Barney. I give over to you now. Thank you.
Just a minute, please. The speaker is now on the air. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, Deputy Executive Mayor, all the members of the Mayoral Committee, colleague councillors, my rechterhand en my rechterkant, our acting municipal manager, Colin Purin, Mr. New Prince and Ms. Melanie Smith, and all other staff members and everybody that's also now connected online. Thank you very much for joining us during this session. And I wish everybody a very productive and progressive meeting today. And let's keep our debate short and constructive. Thank you so much for that. I now request that Pastor Peter Killian from Patria. Thank you. Good morning, Pastor. Thank you so much for availing yourself this morning. We're looking forward to your message. Thank you so much. You may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the opportunity of being here this morning and coming to share a word with the people for this meeting. I want to share scripture from Genesis chapter 26. The word starts and says that was a very severe and aggressive famine in the land. And Isaac asked the Lord, he said, Lord, shall I go down to Egypt where there's plenty of food? And the Lord said to him, stay where you are, and I will be with you, I will bless you. And then verse 12 of chapter 26 says, and Isaac sowed in the midst of the famine, he sowed seed. And then the Lord gave him 100-fold harvest on the seed that he sowed. And the word says, and God blessed him richly. And I feel this morning that for each person in particular, but also for you as a committee, it's easy to return to Egypt, the practices of the world. Romans 12:1 says, do not be conformed to the practices of this world. And I want to encourage this committee and the work that you people do, that you remain focused in this time on the Lord, because the Lord says he's with you. So remain focused, apply the biblical principles that the word teaches us. Isaac sowed the seed, and the Lord will bring you people through. It will be a very fruitful year, I believe, that's lying ahead for you people, amid all these strange things of the pandemic and the unrest 3 weeks ago. But God is really with his people. It's a new season of doing things, but it's a season to trust God and just to keep on sowing his word. Father, I thank you that I can come and I can pray, Lord, for every individual that forms part of this committee. I pray, Lord, that you will visit, that your word will become powerful to them, that they will be willing to stand on your word as families, Lord. I pray for every need that might arise from every family. Father, there's almost no families that don't have a need. Pray for peace. I pray for healing, that you will protect their health. I pray for, Father, for provision, that where the provisions might be not so in abundance. I pray for relationships, Father. Above all, Lord, I pray for this committee that as leaders of the local government, that they will stand and abide by your word, Lord, even if it takes some doing, but it's in your word that they will find the wisdom that you want to give them and the breakthrough that you want to give them. Thank you, Lord, that you will protect them, give them the wisdom, Father, and lead and guide them. I know that they love you, Lord. I know that they walk with you, and thank you that you will use them to act as the government of this area, and that we will see great breakthroughs from Mossel Bay, Lord. And we just thank you for your goodness and your favor in this day, in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, Pastor Killian. Yes, indeed, it is a season to put all our trust in our Lord. Thank you so much for your wonderful message, and thank you, Pastor. Thank you. Thank you, colleagues. Notice is then hereby given that an ordinary council meeting will be held virtually on Thursday, 29 July 2021 at 9 o'clock via Teams to consider the subjoined agenda. We now move to point 2, that is our attendance register or attendance. Can I ask, yes, we do have records thereof of everybody that's already logged in, but let me do it like our good Alderman the Blanche used to do. Let me start off by Councillor Baron.
Speaker, I'm here. I'm present. I'm in. Koi koi.
Thank you so much, Councillor Koikoi. Alderman Byman.
Present, Speaker. Thank you very much, and good morning, everyone.
Thank you. Good morning, Alderman. Councillor Bobelo.
Good morning, Speaker. I'm in. Thank you.
Molweni Keba Bobelo. Councillor
Good
Boyson.
morning, Speaker. Good morning, Speaker.
Good
I'm
morning.
in.
Good morning
all.
Thank
Good
you.
Speaker. I'm Speaker. I'm in.
Thank you so much, Councillor Boyson. Councillor Buddha.
Morning, Speaker. Morning, colleagues. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Councillor Buddha. Councillor Delamain.
Good morning, Speaker.
Good morning, Elder Lady de Klerk.
Good morning, Speaker. I'm in. Thank you.
Morning, Elder Lady. Councillor Fipaza.
Yes, good morning, Speaker. I'm present.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning. Elder Lady Fortuin.
Morning, Speaker. I'm present.
Thank you, Elder Lady. Good morning. Councillor Furness.
Good morning, Speaker. I'm present.
Thank you, Councillor Furness. Good morning, Councillor Ghost. Good morning, Councillor Ghost. I've heard your voice earlier. Good morning, Alderman Groenewald. I'm present. Good morning, Councillor Jansen.
Good morning. I'm in.
Thank you, Councillor Jansen. Good morning, Councillor Jansen van Rensburg.
Good morning, Speaker. I'm present.
Thank you. Good morning, Councillor Kamfer.
Good morning, Speaker.
Good morning. Good morning, Councillor Kannemeyer.
Good morning, Speaker. Good morning, colleagues. Present.
Thank you. Good morning, Councillor Chaba.
It's me. I'm in.
As always. Thank you,
As
Councillor Mbandezi.
Morning, Speaker. In.
Thank you, Councillor Mbandezi. Councillor Bolombo. Councillor Bolombo. Councillor Erika Meyer.
Morning, Speaker. I'm in.
Thank you. Good morning, Councillor President Mbumbo.
Good morning, Speaker. I'm in. And Speaker, thank you very much. I just want to confirm that Councillor Siyoko, she's with me. She's just encountering problems with the tablet. So we're utilizing my tablet. Thank you very much.
Morning, Speaker.
Good morning, Councillor Julia. Thank you so much, Councillor Mbumbo. Councillor Van Dijk.
Good morning, Speaker and colleagues. I am present.
Thank you, Councillor Van Dijk. Good morning, Elder Lady Reiters.
Good morning, Speaker, beloved your colleagues. I'm in.
Thank you so much. Can we then move? Can I just get the reconfirmation, Councillor Mlombo? Are you online? Thank you. Good morning, our Deputy Executive Mayor, Alderman Coetzee.
Morning, Speaker. Present, and I received apology from the Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. We note the apology from Council from our Executive Mayor, Alderman Levendal, as well as Alderman Pieter Blanche, and we wish them all a very speedy recovery. Thank you so much. Hope you're getting well soon. Thank you, people. Can we then move to item 4? That's this disclosure of interest in terms of Schedule 1. The Code of
Morning,
Conduct for
Speaker.
Councillors.
Speaker.
Is it Councillor Comfort?
Yes, Speaker. Now I just want to find out, there's somebody on a Zoom meeting, Stradom. Who's that?
We can try to find out, but as far as I know, this is an open council meeting of people. It had been advertised, so there are two. I see two people raising their hands. I don't know who they are. Can I get a response to that, please? Thank you.
Speaker, it's IT support. It's Yuri Strydom, so it's our IT support guy.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Deputy.
Thank you, Alderman. Thank you. Can we then move to the any?
Good morning, Speaker.
I'm listening. Good morning.
Councillor Mbolombo is in. I'm in. I was struggling.
Thank you.
I hear everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Thank you, Councillor Malombo. I hear that a junior Councillor Malombo is also present there. Thank you so much. Any councillor that wish to give us any indication of the recusal on any item that could that council could have a pecuniary interest on? If none, thank you. Can we then move to item 5 on our agenda? That's the closure of benefits in terms of Schedule 2. Sorry, I've heard the voice.
Speaker, I raised my hand. I'm not sure why it's not showing. Item 199, I will recuse myself.
Thank you very much, Councillor van Dijk. Anybody else? If none, can we then move to disclosure of benefits in terms of Schedule 2, Code of Conduct for Officials? If none, can I please ask that anybody else mute their microphones, please? Thank you. Item 6 is a confirmation and signing of the previous council minutes. The minutes that we'll be dealing with are the minutes of the ordinary council meeting held on Thursday, 24th June, folio number 781E to 1044. The minutes of the special council meeting held on Wednesday, 30th of June, 2021, folio numbers 1044A to 1046, and the minutes of the special council meeting on Tuesday, 6th July, 2021, folio numbers 1046A to 1054. Before you consider the corrections of the correctness of the minutes, granting the opportunity to make some corrections on these minutes. First of all, regards the minutes of the 24th of June, it relates to item E116, and that was the annual report. Thank you for flighting it, Secretariat. I appreciate that. Can we just go down a bit? Go down. More. What I'm trying to say is that where we approved those minutes, the previous council minutes, I just want to add the following words, that it must be added to the last sentence of the first paragraph. Just add the words without reservations. That is in terms of the legislation. When we approve an annual report, we must also stipulate it's without reservations. The second one is on E164. I would just like to add the following to the resolution on E143. 164, my apologies. The executive mayor posed several questions and concerns, whereafter the deputy executive mayor, as well as Director Venter, responded comprehensively thereto. Let's just give the Secretariat an opportunity to get to those items quickly. Thank you, you've got it. And on E172, thank you, Tertia. It should read that the item with regard to writing off of outstanding traffic fines be referred back for further discussions, and that the speaker be requested to convene a special council thereafter. Thank you. And the next one, I would just like to make amendments as the special council meeting of the 30th of June. You can flight that for us, please, Tertia. Thank you. What's needed, colleagues, what's needed is a heading. The heading to that report, just add the heading, writing off of traffic fines. The heading is missing there. Just add the heading to that report. Thank you, colleagues. Those are the corrections, amendments to these minutes that I would like to present to you. I now present to you the minutes as amended of the ordinary council meeting held on Thursday, 24th of June, 2021. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for these minutes?
Speaker, you will have my proposal.
Thank you, Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you, Speaker. I will second it.
Thank you, Councillor Delamain. Then we move to the minutes of the special council meeting held on Wednesday, 30th of June, 2021. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for the special council meeting held on Wednesday, 30th of June, 2021, please?
I will propose, Speaker. Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you, Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you, Speaker. I second. It's Councillor Annie van Rensburg.
Thank you, Councillor Jansen van Rensburg. Can we then move to the special council meeting held Tuesday, the 6th of July, 2021?
Speaker, I will also propose. Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you, Councillor van Dijk. Thank you. Seconder.
Thank you, Speaker. I seconded the item.
Thank you, Councillor Jansen van Rensburg. Thank you, colleagues. Can we then move to item 7 on our agenda? That is the cognizance that we must take of the executive mayor and the deputy executive mayor's resolutions in terms of delegated authority, as provided for in section 59(1)(a) of the Act on Local Government Municipal Systems Act. Colleagues, I'm not going to read through the items again. So when we take cognizance thereof, is those resolutions adopted as contained in the agenda. Can I get a proposal and a seconder that we take cognizance of these resolutions, please?
Thank you, Speaker. I would propose.
Thank you, Councillor Delamain. Seconder for that.
Thank you, Speaker. I second it. It's Councillor Anneke van Rensburg.
Thank you very much, Councillor Jansen van Rensburg. We then move to item 8 on our agenda. That is that we must take cognizance of the municipal manager's resolutions in terms of delegated authority, in terms of section 51(1)(a) of the Act on Local Government. That includes the acting municipal manager. When we say municipal manager, we know that the acting municipal manager acts in the stead of the municipal manager, so it's fine in terms of legal terms. Can we have a proposal and a seconder that we take cognizance of those items from GM 36 to GM 47, please? Thank you.
That's correct. Thank you, Speaker. I would propose.
Thank you, Councillor Dermain. Seconder for that item.
Thank you, Speaker. I second it. It's Councillor Anneke van Rensburg.
Thank you so much, Councillor van Rensburg. Thank you, colleagues. We then move to the communications by our Deputy Executive Mayor, Alderman Dirk Coetzee. Thank you so much, Alderman Dirk. Please proceed with your communications. Thank you.
Speaker, thank you. Today there's no communications from my side. I just want to wish the Speaker best of luck, and also the Mayor with the health issues, and then obviously everybody else in our town. We see due to COVID that a lot of our people and communities are suffering due to that. So from our side, we keep them in our prayers. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Alderman Coetzee. From my side, let me first of all congratulate our Lady Fortuin, which had her birthday on the 24th of July, 2021, and Councillor Gous with her birthday on the 29th of July. That is today. I'm not going to sing on because we are virtually here, but many happy returns to both of you, councillors. Wishing you all of the best and many, many happy returns. May the year ahead be very prosperous, healthy, and happy. Congratulations with your birthdays. Thank you. What I also would like to say, colleagues, is that COVID is still with us. We experience currently in the region or the Southern District or the Garden Route District, within the region of which Mossel Bay forms part, as we well know, that there's still a slight increase, although Mossel Bay yesterday showed a plateau. We are still extremely concerned with regards to figures. I can mention to council that the George Hospital yesterday was 121% already full, and Paul was 144% already full. It just shows you, or gives a clear indication of the seriousness of this pandemic and that we should never become complacent thereof. Secondly, I would just like to request that we know that the registration weekend has been postponed until a date and a time which we are not has not been determined yet. We know of the court proceedings that needs to follow by the IEC. So I request that everybody still make use of the online registration of becoming a registered voter. That is from my side, and then I would just like us all to have as a mark of sympathy towards those. I see a hand being raised before I proceed. Who wants to speak?
Speaker, thank you very much. It's Elder Lady Fortuin. Speaker, from the Democratic Alliance side, I wish to add the name of the late Auntie Rosina Josephs, who has been part of our family for a very long time. She passed on Sunday morning, and I would just like to add her to the list in order for us to also remember her when we have our moment of silence. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Elder Lady. Whilst we have this moment of silence and silent prayer as well, as a mark of sympathy towards those people that are really affected, had been affected, still affected with regards to this COVID-19 pandemic, as well as those people and our women folk that still suffers from gender-based violence, and those people that really suffered due to the barbaric unrest that this country has experienced. Can I then please ask that all of us just bow our heads for a minute in silent prayer, please? Thank you. Thank you, colleagues. Can we then move to item 10 on our agenda? Written questions received. We haven't received any questions for consideration on the agenda today. Can we then move to the next item on our agenda, please? That is the agenda itself. I used to have an old speaker, Musi Dandi Ntulengwe, and we started with the agenda, and we normally had meetings at times until 1:30 in the morning. And he couldn't say Grand Prix. He said, let's start the Grand Prix. So let's start this Grand Prix. If everybody, are we all together? Are we all still on board?
Yes, Speaker.
Thank you. I then present to you E176. That is a 2022-2027 IDP and budget process plan. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for this item, please?
Speaker, I propose Mark Furness.
Thank you, Councillor Furness. Seconder.
Speaker, I will propose. It's Marie de Klerk. Thank you.
Thank you, Elder Lady de Klerk. You then second, Councillor Furness. I will then allow short debate and any input or comments with regards to this process plan.
Speaker, good as speak.
Thank you, Councillor Buddha. Please proceed.
Speaker, it's just a concern. Since you are dealing with this plan, we know all of us is lockdown COVID-19. But I was wondering that if we communicate with the people with the radio, interviews, written publication, social media, and pamphletry, I wonder if everybody, the Greater Mossel Bay, receive a clear message in terms of a proper consultation, because we are dealing with the government's money here. We need everybody to be on par to know exactly what is happening in Mossel Bay. I was thinking that there is no other way in order to try to reach all the people, because not all of them, they can just go to the social media and write interviews in terms of other people that are talking closer. That is a concern, Speaker, which we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Buddha. Anybody else that would like to make a comment or input on this item? Thank you. Thank you. If there's no other further comment or input on this matter, then we're taking note of your concern, Councillor Buddha. I don't want to respond to that exactly, because we know that we've got certain measures that comes into place, whichever level we are in, and we cannot make a resolution that we shall have each other than public meetings. We could prevent it by means of regulation. That's just a remark from my side, but yes, we take note of your concern. Thank you for that. Can we then to E117, that's the Provisional Finance Management Report, June 2021. It's in terms of section 52 of the report, E177. And I get a proposal and a seconder. Deputy Executive Mayor, would you like to present us your report on the section 52 Finance Management Report? Thank you. Anybody else? Proposal, seconder, please.
I'll propose Mark Furness.
Thank you, Councillor Furness. Seconder then for that.
Speaker, Councillor Marie de Klerk. Sorry.
Thank you, Elder Lady de Klerk. I see your hand. I cannot see who it is. But please proceed.
Sorry, Speaker, it was me. Thank you.
Thank you. I've got a proposal and a seconder. Any input or comment on this matter? Councillor Gous, please proceed, ma'am. Councillor Gous, it seems as if there's a bird on the wire somewhere, because I think the connection is unstable at your side, or that you've got problems connecting your microphone at this stage in time. Councillor. Yes, I almost heard you now. Are you there, Councillor Gous? Councillor Gous, I'm terribly sorry, but we cannot hear you. I honestly hope and trust that you are almost coming through, but let's try again.
Chairperson Speaker.
Thank you, Director Janches.
I just called the IT department. They're going to see what the issue there is. It might just be bad connection where she is, but they're going to try to sort that out for them.
Thank you very much, Councillor Janches. I then park this item, although it's been proposed and seconded already.
Speaker?
Yeah, I'm listening. Thank you, ma'am. I'm listening.
Marvelous. Thank you. Sorry, for some reason, my tablet was just saying Google that isn't responding. But anyway, I just wanted to, I don't want to comment specifically on the item, except to remind the administration about sending out an invite to all councillors and also making the public aware of when the Impact Committee meets. I would like to attend the Impact Committee. I usually do get an invitation, but I think due to an oversight, this Impact Committee, I did not receive an invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Gous. It is open for public as well as all councillors, and we'll make sure that we publish our meetings timelessly for everybody to be invited to that meeting. Thank you. We take note thereof. Thank you, Councillor Gous. Thank you. Can we then move to E178? That's a proposed one-way traffic flow along Marsh Street to Bland Street, or Blount Street, via Point Road and Bland Street East, Mossel Bay, and it's to accommodate the peak traffic at Milkwood Primary School. We are now at E178. The colleagues, I think there is a correction to be made on the recommendations. Can I have that, please?
Speaker, yeah, it's just that the, if I may, Speaker, I would like to propose that we accept the item. Then with the, I think there was an error with the recommendation number 4, that after the completion of the prescribed public, we were there. Okay, there you go. Prescribed public participation process. This item be referred to council for further consideration. I think it must come back to council, if I'm correct. And then I would like to propose, Speaker, we at many other schools, we also have arrangements, and obviously this is to the benefit of the learners, which I think we've also got a duty to make sure that their lives are safe when they are dropped off at the schools. So therefore, I would like to propose. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Acting Executive Mayor, Deputy Executive Mayor. Can I have a seconder for that then, please?
Yes, you have, Speaker. Councillor Leon van Dijk.
Thank you so much, Councillor van Dijk. Any further comment or input? Any councillor would like to make a comment on this report? Councillor Gous. Thank you.
Speaker, I just wanted to thank the administration for actually accommodating the school. As our Deputy Mayor has said, the children's safety is of utmost importance, and I have seen that it can get quite hectic there. So thank you very much for this item.
Thank you so much, Councillor Gous. Thank you, colleagues. None other, can we then move to E179? That is report on the Special Investigating Unit, procurement of personal protective equipment, Mossel Bay. Colleagues, I would like to withdraw this item due to the fact that there could be legal issues pending, or it could have a sub judice effect on it. Do I have any support that we withdraw this item?
From our side, we support it, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Boyson. Can we have a seconder then?
I'll second, Speaker.
Thank you so much, Deputy. This item is then withdrawn, and no discussion thereof is allowed. Thank you. Can we then move to E180, 180, that is the service level agreement, Mossel Bay Municipality, Ignite Advisory Services, Pty Limited, and is with regards to tender 122/2020/2021 of the Municipal Finance Management Act 56 of 2003, Section 23. Can I have a proposal and a second on this item, please?
Speaker, I'll propose.
Thank you, Councillor Furness. Seconder for that item then?
Councillor van Dijk will second, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor van Dijk. Any comment on input on this matter, colleagues? If none, thank you. Can we then move to E181? That is the monthly reports with regards to the supply chain management. That is for May 2021. And can I ask that we deal with item E183, supply chain management report for deviations approved May 2021? No, let me not confuse you. Let's first deal with 181. Sorry. Thank you. Can I have a proposal and a seconder then for E181?
Speaker, I'll propose.
Thank you, Councillor Furness. A seconder.
Councillor van Dijk, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor van Dijk. Any input or comments on this report? I don't see any hands. Thank you. Can we then move to E182? That is recognition to employees. I'm sorry to say, colleague councillors, you are not employees, so there's no bonuses. That's a service about self. We are servants of the people, and we get our allowances for doing that. But we need to say and congratulate and show our appreciation for our colleagues. Can we have a proposal and a seconder then for that item, please? E182.
Speaker, Councillor Gous.
Thank you, Councillor Gous. Please proceed.
May
That's
I
your
propose
proposal?
this? I do. May I please propose an item in this council for the first time with much appreciation and gratitude.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Councillor Gous. Can we have our Deputy Executive Mayor please proceed? We have a seconder.
Speaker, thank you very much. I would gladly second. And once again, thank you to our staff, especially to our financial staff and all other departments who's doing a great job, including the finance chairperson. We really appreciate, but at this time, obviously, we're talking about the staff members. Thank you very much for the hard work and dedication to this company or organization. That's the word that I'm looking for, to this municipality and organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, colleagues. I don't think we can be very thankful and appreciative of the fact that we do have very competent, committed, and professional staff that really makes us what we are as well. And thank you so much for that. Can we then move on? Thank you, colleagues. We are then with E183, that is the supply chain monthly report for deviations approved May 2021. Proposal and a seconder for that item, please.
Speaker, I will propose. It's Councillor Marie de Klerk.
Speaker,
Thank you.
Speaker, I second. It's Councillor Annick Fians van Rensburg.
Thank you, Alderlady de Klerk and Councillor van Rensburg. Any input or comment on this, colleagues? Any one of you? If none, thank you. Can we then proceed to E184? That is approval for the settlement of claims by ACV Civils Pty Limited. It's the claims in terms of contract 74-1819. It's the upgrading of Alderman Groenewald in Ward 7's ward, Herbertsdale, hello, the waste transfer station, and the claim in terms of contract 43, upgrading of Kwadngaba waste transfer station. There you've got it, colleagues, T184. If there's going to be any discussion on this item, I then propose that we do the discussion in closed session. Otherwise, if there's only the recommendation, a proposal to adopt it, then we do that. Because it's a settlement agreement. Two people raised their hands. I don't know. Thank you, Councillor Boyton.
And I will propose a speaker.
Thank you so much, Councillor. Seconder.
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Delamain. I take it there's no further discussion on this item then? Can we have the discussion? Should we have the discussion in closed session? Not necessary. Please proceed, Councillor Gous.
Yes, thank you, Speaker. I would like to ask if we can please have the discussion in closed council. I have 3 questions regarding this matter.
Yes. Can we just have a seconder for your proposal that we do that in closed session? And can we have a seconder for your proposal that we move the discussion further of this item, although it's already been proposed and seconded, that we move the discussion thereof into closed session? Can you just provide us with the reasons thereof and get a seconder for that?
Yes, Speaker, thank you. I did look for this item in the committee agendas. I couldn't find it there. I'm not sure what the claim is for. Why is this a legal matter? And I see no background to this matter. And yes, if we cannot receive clarity on that, Speaker, then I will have to abstain on this item.
Can I just ask, it sounds like as if Councillor Kamfer's microphone is on. That is not on, Councillor Kamfer. Please switch it off until such a time I recognize you to speak. And I would request all councillors, please keep your mics off until you've been granted the opportunity to participate in the debate. Thank you so much. Thank you, Councillor Gous. My apologies for the rudely interruption of your speech. We've listened to your reason why you would like to move it into closed session. Is there a seconder for your proposal?
I second, Speaker.
Councillor Kamfer.
Yes, I second the proposal of
Thank you. We then need to consider whether we should allow this discussion in closed session further on. And you've got a council proposal in front of you by, adopting the resolution as is. And then you've got, that's already been adopted. And then you've got a proposal, a seconder, that we must all agree to or not agree to. Can we then proceed to say who wants to be... Sorry, does somebody want to speak to me?
Yes, Speaker, my hand is raised.
Sorry, my apologies, I cannot see it.
Not a problem. I'd just like, look, this is an item on the agenda for an open council session. And in my opinion, to now vote on whether we are going to be able to ask questions on this matter or not, which is essentially what it comes down to. If it's going to come down to a vote of whether the DA considers we should take this item into a closed session or not, it will basically come down to a vote on whether I'm going to receive answers to my questions, yes or no. I can't understand if it's an open council item, why the questions cannot be asked and answered in this council session, but I am willing to then go to a closed session if the council feels that it's sensitive information. But to just wipe it off the table for discussion, to me, is not, it doesn't seem fair.
Can I just, from my side, the way I understand the rules of regulating our meetings, when it comes to questions, questions may be asked on clarity issues with regard to the report that serves before council, but no other questions except by means of section 53. No supplementary questions then may be asked. The speaker may then may not disallow any such question, but except by the councillor asking the original question which had been submitted in terms of section 53. Because we've received a proposal and a seconder on this matter. And at the conclusion thereof, a councillor may ask a question on clarity. So clarity only. In any other question should then follow the route of section 53 of the rules of order, in my view. Thank you, Deputy Executive Mayor. Deputy Executive Mayor, please. I see I'm being informed that you raised your hand. Please proceed.
Speaker, thank you. Yeah, I don't think we've got anything to hide. We don't have, except for the ratepayers' money from our side as a party, we don't have any skin in the game with this item. So I think it's due to a technical nature, but I can also just maybe mention that this item was part of the corporate services agenda for the committees. And that might be the reason why Councillor Gous just maybe missed it. And I think it was also strange for me, but obviously it's because it's a legal matter and it's corporate and legal services. And I suppose that's why the reason was in the corporate committees being discussed. Thank you, Speaker. But yeah, we've got nothing to hide in terms of this item.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Deputy. If you want to ask a question or clarity, Councillor Gous, you're welcome to do that.
Speaker, I appreciate that. Thank you. And I also want to extend my thanks to the Deputy Mayor. My question, that is probably why I did miss it. Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I'd like to ask why this is a legal matter. Why is it not being just handled the same way we would a normal tender and work done and then paid for? What is the reason that it's coming to council like this for payment, for settlement? What are they claiming for?
Thank you, Deputy. Please come in, and I would like Mr. Neil Prince just to respond there to our legal eagle at this meeting as well. Thank you. Please proceed, Deputy.
Speaker, thank you very much. I think with most of the contracts, especially when it's construction contracts, there's standing time penalties. And due to COVID, there was standing time. And obviously, if we read the item, we can see that that is why there was a negotiation to bring down that penalty fees. So we're saving on the actual penalty fees that we were supposed to pay. But obviously, it's due to unforeseen circumstances. Nobody was aware prior to this contract before this construction started that COVID would happen or that this pandemic will kick in. So I suppose that's why it's became a legal matter, because it's not the contractor's fault and it's also not our fault. So from the legal side, I suppose they had to negotiate and get to the middle ground, and reach a settlement. That's the way I understand it, Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deputy. I think that response there to suffices. Councillor Gous, is that fine with you as well?
It does. Thank you, Speaker. It makes sense to me. I would then like to just, because of consistency, the ACDP voted against settling with, I think it was Henra and Transand for the same reasons, because our argument at that time was that Neither of those companies would have been able to use their equipment during COVID time anyway, and because it was no fault on both sides, the Mossel Bay ratepayers shouldn't be penalised. And for the same reason, I understand the logic of this. I understand the reason for the claim, and I understand why the municipality has decided that they will settle. I'm just not in agreement with it. So from the ACDP side, we will vote against this item if we have a seconder, or we will abstain. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. Your vote against this item has been recorded. Thank you, colleagues. Can we then move on? Deputy Executive Mayor, would you like to take another bite on this matter?
Maybe just for more clarity, Speaker, thank you. Yeah, but obviously this people, they've got rights, so they went to their lawyers. So this is, it's not that we want to pay the money. Unfortunately, they've got their rights in terms of the contract, and that's why there was a negotiation with the lawyers, and this is the settlement amount. That's the way I understand it. So it's not that we're just willing to willy-nilly pay, Speaker. I think we forced in a way, and there was a contractual obligation.
Thank you so much, Deputy Executive Mayor. Thank you, colleagues. I think we've exhausted this item. Can we move to E185? Thank you, colleagues. It's the extension of the Sonskyn Filet Library building. Thank you. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for this item?
Speaker, I propose approval of the item. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Other Lady Fortuin. A seconder for that item?
Speaker, I gladly second.
Thank you so much, our Deputy Executive Mayor, Other Lady from Garden Route, Other Lady Reuters. Thank you. Any comment, any input or that any colleague councillor would like to make on this matter? Councillor Gous, please proceed.
Thank you, Speaker. I also just want to express thanks from the ACDP side for the extension of the library building by this company. My handwriting is so bad here now, but from what I can read, I've written Kirsten and Tillican to Riston. We appreciate the involvement in the community and the ploughing back into our communities. We don't just take it for granted. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Gous. Thank you, colleagues. Can we then move to E186? That's an application for the construction of a gateway sign at Bochums Bay by the Bochums Bay Ratepayers Association. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for this?
Speaker, I will definitely propose this for my people in Bochums Bay. Marie de Klerk.
Thank you, Elder Lady de Klerk.
I know it's still your ward, but I'm working there.
I really had to cross my tongue not to to comment thereon. Yep, die Bochumpies is ook nog deel van my familie, dankie. But yes, we share the family because we love them all. Thank you. Can I have a seconder for that?
I second, Speaker. I second,
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Councillor Julia. Thank you. Any input or further comment on this? If none, thank you. Can we then move to E187? That's the proposed memorandum of agreement for the future maintenance of the access road to the Monte Cristo and Outeniqua Bosch developments over portions 80, 88, and 101 of the farm Hartenbosch. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for this item, please?
Thank you, Speaker. I'm gladly propose this item.
Thank you, Councillor.
And I second it, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Boysen. I almost want to say Boyens because I'm so used to Alderman Boyens. Thank you. Thank you so much. Any input or further comment on this matter? Thank you, Councillor Gous. You would like to make a comment?
Yes, Speaker, thank you for recognizing me. I have just one question. Even after reading the item in the committee agenda, I can't see what our motivation is for accepting the amendment, because originally we said we would take over the road once they had brought it up to a certain level, but it seems we are now taking it over even though it hasn't been fixed. And I'm just trying to understand what our motivation is for accepting this amendment. Otherwise, I have no problem with the item. Thank you.
Thank you, colleagues. Any other further comments on this matter? If none, can I then ask the portfolio chairperson to respond to if he doesn't want to or prefers that the municipal manager does that, then the municipal manager can appoint one of his executive managers to respond here to. That's fine, Acting MM.
Chairperson will ask the head of legal services.
Thank you, Acting Member. Thank you, Mr. Neil Prince. We gladly listen to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. The reason was that the previous resolutions stated that the road needs to be upgraded before we can take it over. But in the meantime, it has been upgraded by Outeniqua Bosch, and it was found that the upgradement is satisfactory to be taken over.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prince. Thank you very much for the explanation. Is it fine? Can we move on then?
It is, thank you, Speaker. May I propose then that the item should have perhaps just stated that the road has already been upgraded and we are now taking it over, because if you read the item as it stands, it sounds like the road has not been upgraded, but we have decided to take it over regardless. So thank you for that clarity.
Thank you, Councillor Gous. Thank you, colleagues. Can we then move to E188? That's a proposed alienation of portion of Earth 20729, situated adjacent to Earth 20730, Camel Street, Alma Park, extension 23, Mossel Bay. Can I have a proposal and a seconder then for that item, please?
Speaker, thank you. I propose.
Thank you, Elder Lady Reuters. Seconder.
Thank you, Speaker. I would gladly like to second the item. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alderman Cliffman. Can we then have any input or comments on this? Any councillor would like to make a comment? Input? If none, thank you. Can we then move to E189? That's a policy on the allocation of the business park opportunities. We had a very fruitful workshop, of which we honestly and sincerely thank our LED manager and our director and our MM for the workshop. There you've got it, as E189. Can I have a proposal and a seconder, please?
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Alderman.
Speaker,
Thank you,
before I do, thank you, Speaker. Speaker, before I do my proposal, can I please just get the council's attention to some on a remark that I want to put in, if I may, Speaker?
You're most welcome to do that. Please proceed, Alderman.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Speaker, now as you correctly noticed, that it's also my pleasure to thank, especially I think at the time it was the career as acting director, which got the request for this workshop, and therefore I would also like to thank our manager for tourism and LED, Ms. Gwen Harding, for bringing up this workshop. Speaker, I would just like to say that it's a pity that when this kind of workshops has been called, that we don't have opposition there. And here I would just like to say that Councillor Kamfer was the only one from opposition side that was attending this workshop, and the others was just there was just a blank space. Speaker, however, in the workshop we did discuss a point which is referring to the foreign nationals, whereby it was discussed that there should maybe be a point in the criteria, and here I'm referring to point 4 of the policy, to the criteria stating that applicants must also have or be registered voters for evidence that they are definitely residing in the Mossel Bay area. However, if we discussed it and think that if we go that route, Speaker, it might be seen that we are discriminating against the national foreigners or foreign nationals. But on the other hand, if we open it or make it broader for over the whole spectrum, including South Africans, then we are also I would like to say maybe we would then contravene into the Constitution. And my reason for that, Speaker, is that nowhere in the Constitution is referred to that any person over the age of 18 is like obliged to be or to go and register it as a voter. So with that, I'm quite happy that it isn't in the item. And with no further discussions into that, Speaker, I would like to propose that as such. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alderman Byman. Can I get a seconder for that proposal?
Speaker, thank you very much. I would like to second Alderman Byman on this item.
Thank you very much, Elder Lady Fortuin. Councillor Gous, I see your hand.
Yes, Speaker, thank you. I would like to extend my apologies for my absence when this workshop was held. I had actually put in leave because my granddaughter was visiting in Mossel Bay. I generally do attend the workshops, but I can understand the frustration that comments are made after the fact if people did not attend the workshop. So I'd like to just extend my thanks to everybody that did participate and the work that has gone into compiling this policy. The ACDP accepts it as is. I have read it, by the way.
Excellent. We didn't expect anything less. Thank you. Any further input or comment, or can we move on? None. Thank you. Can we then move to E190? That's the alienation of Earth 5109, situated at the corner of Sierra Street and Tolbos Street, Crescent, Heideran, Mossel Bay, by means of the tender process. E190. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for this item, please? Thank you.
Speaker, I propose Mark Furness.
Thank you, Councillor Furness. Can I get a seconder?
Speaker, I second it.
Thank you so much, Councillor Bula. Any input or comments on this matter?
Boyson.
Yes, it's Councillor Boyson. That seconded that. No further comment or input on this matter. Can we then move on to E191? That is the alienation of 508 plus minus 392 square meters, situated at Springbok Street. Yo, it's not the British Lion Street. Let's keep it for the Springbok Street, Herbertsdale, Mossel Bay, by means of the tender process. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for that? And
Yes.
let's think about the Springboks tomorrow.
Yeah, Speaker, I won't support that comment. Yeah, they're battling at this stage, but yes, I will support that proposal, Speaker. Councillor van Dijk.
Thank you so much, Councillor van Dijk. No, it's on Saturday, not tomorrow. Now we still have a Speakers Forum meeting tomorrow. I wish it was Saturday. Thank you. Seconder for that.
Mr. Speaker, I'll second it with great pleasure. Councillor Marie de Klerk.
Thank you, Other Lady Clerk. I greatly appreciate your secondment. Any further input or comment on this matter? If none, thank you. Can we then move to E192? That's the alienation of portion of Earth 2510, Kwanongaba, and Earth 5286, Mossel Bay. And it's regards to Western Cape Government, it's the Department of Public Works. There you've got the item. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for this, please?
I propose, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor
I propose,
Siyoko.
Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Siyoko. Thank you, Councillor Siyoko. Can I have a seconder for that?
I second to that, Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Councillor President Mvomvo. Any input or comment on this matter? If none, thank you.
Yes, Speaker, my apologies. My hand is raised, I think.
Thank you,
May I
Councillor Gous.
speak?
Can I please ask you, Councillor Gous, can I please ask that you just wave your hand so that I can see it? Thank you, Councillor Gous. Please proceed.
Speaker, thank you. I don't have a problem with this item at all. My only issue regarding it is the calculations that we've made. I see that we have taken the price that the Western Cape government has already paid for Earth 19201. They paid 7.8 million, but our actual asking price at that stage, or should I say our valuation, was 9.8 million. I understand that we then sold it for 7.8 million. That's also acceptable. But during the calculations, what we have now said is that the average cost, as determined, if we work out an average between the municipal valuer and the provincial valuer on the other two properties, 2510 and 5287, we've said that that average then is 11 million and 25,000. And then in order to calculate the difference, basically the revenue that we will forego, instead of deducting the 7.8 million, we've actually deducted 9.8 million and said, okay, the revenue foregone is now only 1,225,000, I think, when the real revenue foregone is actually 3 million. I understand that we're doing this because it's deemed to be in public interest, and I'm in agreement with that. But I'm not in agreement with how this calculation was done, and I'd like that to just be noted. Otherwise, I am in support of the item. But I would like it minuted that I'm not in agreement with how the calculation was done. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Gous. Our acting municipal manager indicated to me now that he requests Director Venter please to respond to your concern or your question that you've raised. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. No, I think it was more of a comment, and the comment is noted. I've got nothing to add at this point in time or to explain. Thanks, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Director Venter. Good morning. Thank you, Councillor Venter. If there's none other, can we then move to E193? That's the application for the renewal of the lease agreement for the portion of Earth 140, situated at the corner of Kretsen and Acre Street, Fremelsheim. Proposal and seconder, please.
Good. Thank you, Speaker. Councillor van Dijk, I would certainly like to propose that, but I would also like to make a comment at the same time, if we can refer to paragraph 8, and that is paragraph 8. If we can just scroll, I think up, back, yeah, back to item 8, paragraph 8. No, other way. Yeah, there you are. 8, that the municipality reserves the right to free access to the property without notice for the purpose of inspection, maintenance, renewal. That's the one. But if you page up, I think we've got the wrong 8. Just page up to the recommendation. Carry on. Okay. I think that's the important part, Speaker, is that we've asked legal services to, in future, with all new agreements and lease agreements, include the possibility for council to erect and utilize spaces on private or properties that are leased out or that are utilized, so that we can increase our capacity in terms of our own safety structures. May it be cameras or may it be radio frequencies. So I'd just like to thank legal services for including that into the future lease agreements that we may have with parties. Thank you very much. So yeah, I propose the item. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you so much, Councillor van Dijk. Can we get a seconder for the recommendation? Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. I'm gladly second. It's Councillor Annie Jansen van Rensburg.
Thank you very much, Councillor Annie Jansen van Rensburg. Any input or comment on this matter further on, colleagues? If none, thank you. Can we then move to, am I correct? Whoop. This is the proposed alienation of portion of, no, I've lost myself. Let me just find myself. 194, alienation of 20662, situated at Municipality Street, Kolongaba, and adjacent of 20663, situated at the corner of Louis Fourie Road and Municipality Street, Kolongaba, by means of a tender process. E194, can I get a proposal on the second for this item, please?
Thank you, Speaker. I propose.
Thank you, Kaiba President Mvumvu. Can we have a seconder for that?
I second, Speaker. Councillor Mpolompo, second.
Thank you. This item has now been properly seconded. Thank you. Any input or comment on this matter? If none, thank you. Can we then move to E195? It's the proposed acquisition or expropriation of portion 17, which is a portion of portion 4 of the farm. I think there's a spelling error, Banif. Number 147 Muscle Bay for the purposes of a municipal substation, Little Brock River. Can I get a proposal on the seconder for this item, please?
Yes, thank you, Speaker. I propose it's Councillor Annie Jansen van Rensburg.
Thank you, Councillor van Rensburg. Seconder, Councillor Mvumvu.
Thank you. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor. Thank you, Councillor Daramain. Can I get there are 2 hands, 2 people raised their hands. Can I get an indication? Please proceed. The first one. Councillor Gous, is that you that would like to make a comment?
Yes, thank you, Speaker. I have a question only. I'd like to know, according to the item, what I could see is that there have been previous negotiations with the owner of the portion of the land, but that they have not been successful. Could I just receive clarity? Was that due to price, that the owner was not wanting to sell to the municipality?
Thank you. Our acting MM indicated that Mr. Neil Prince will respond to your question. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Neil Prince.
Speaker, yes, that is correct. So we would like to go back with the market-related price, and if we're not successful, to proceed with appropriation.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prince. Are you covered, Councillor Gous?
I am, thank you, Speaker, but I would like to then abstain on this item. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Gous. It is then noted as such. Thank you, colleagues. Can we then move on? On E196, that's a proposed alienation of a portion of Earth 9264 situated at Gunter Road, extension 13 Mossel Bay, Masititani Krish. Can I
Speaker,
please
we
ask
can't
that you
hear.
mute yourself? I'm just, Councillor Zimmerman, just a second. Somebody, don't know, unmuted him or herself, and I don't want to hear other noises. I want to, with all due respect, provide each and every councillor with the opportunity to speak his or her mind. So can we please show some respect? Thank you. Please proceed, Councillor Delamain.
No, thank you, Speaker. We couldn't hear you, so thank you for addressing the issue. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I then get a seconder for that proposal?
I second, Speaker.
Thank you. Can we then move on to E197? That is a proposed amendment of the deed of sale. It's the first purchase of a portion one of the farm Droogfontein, number 245 Mossel Bay. Can I get a proposal and a second for item 197, please?
Yes, please, Speaker. I will propose, and Droogfontein sounds so droog.
Yeah, luckily we've got adjusted level 3, so perhaps it will get a bit wetter after the new regulations. It may have some bubbly. Thank you. Can I have a seconder for that?
I second, please, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Sioko. Any further input or comment, colleagues?
Speaker, Councillor
If none,
Gous.
thank you, Councillor Gous. Please proceed.
Thank you, Speaker. My apologies. I seem to have been a little bit slow on E196. I have no problem with the item. I just want to mention that the actual item as per our agenda seems to have got mixed up with the previous item, because from page 135, it's mixed up with item E195 as part of the recommendations and motivation. So we can perhaps just correct that, just as a matter of correction for our agenda. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Gous. We take note thereof. Can we then move on, councillors, colleagues? We are now at E198, am I correct? E198 is the application for the renewal of the lease agreement of portion 23A, portion of portion 3 of the farm Wolvedans, number 129, situated adjacent to portion 1 of the farm number 330, Grootbrak River. Okay, Holiday. Proposal and seconder for this item, please.
Thank you, Speaker. It's Councillor Annie van Rensburg. I propose.
Thank you, Councillor Annie Jansen van Rensburg. And I as a seconder.
Thank you, Speaker. I would gladly like to second the item for that's been proposed by Councillor Annie. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Bayman. Any input or comments from any councillor, colleague councillor on this matter? If none, thank you. Can we then move to E199? That's the application for assistance of payment of the advertising costs for the Mossel Bay Boerdorp Neighborhood Watch. It is the renewal of the lease agreement of a portion of the wall of Municipal Reservoir situated on Earth 14139 Schoeman Street, extension 15 Heiderand. And it's also with what happened there is a proposed amendment of the policy regarding the use of municipal infrastructure or property by neighborhood watches. Thank you, Councillor van Dijk. You've indicated that you want yourself to be recused from this item. I take it that you are already offline. We see that, and thank you. Can we then proceed And note that Councillor van Dijk has recused himself on this item. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for this item 199, please?
Speaker Nicholas Boysen, I proposed.
Thank you very much, Councillor Nicholas Boysen.
Thank you, Speaker. I second it.
Thank you, Councillor Delamain. Any input or comments that any colleague councillor would like to make? If none, thank you. Can we then give an indication to Councillor van Dijk that he may rejoin us on E200? Councillor van Dijk, are you back with us? May I ask that Councillor van Dijk be informed that we proceed with E200 and we're done with E99, please? In the meantime, can I request a proposal and a seconder for E200?
Speaker, I'll propose Mark Furness, and Councillor van Dijk is in. I did let him know. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councillor Furness. Seconder for that item, please.
Councillor Maurie de Klerk. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Elder Lady de Klerk. Any input or comment on this matter? If none, thank you. Can we then move to E201? That's the application for the rectification transfer of urban 2848, 2849, 2850, 2851, and 2852 from the remainder of Earth 1452 Hartenbos from Mossel Bay Municipality to the Afrikaanse Taal in Kultuurvereniging. It's a technical matter. Colleagues, can I get a proposal and a seconder for this item, please?
Speaker, I propose.
I can hear somebody is paging.
No, sorry, Speaker, it was just my mic that didn't want to unmute. But it's fine if Councillor Boysen go on with that.
Thank you, Councillor Boysen, and thank you, Alderman Cliffy Bayman. Thank you. Can we then move on? It's an application to purchase of 20699 situated at Tiger Street, Alma Park, extension 23, Mossel Bay, M and N, Kogliwe. E202, can we have a proposal and a seconder for this item, please?
Speaker, I propose. Legislators.
Thank you so much, Elder Lady. Thank you, Elder Lady Reuters.
I second, Speaker Mbandezi.
Thank you, Councillor Mbandezi. I must share it with the colleagues. I know it's not on the agenda, but yesterday I saw Councillor Mbandezi with his beautiful little daughter here in the municipal buildings, and he surely can be very, very proud of that. She's a beautiful, very intelligent little daughter. Please cherish every moment that you've got, Councillor Mbandezi. You've got a beautiful child. Thank you. Can we then move to
thank you, Speaker.
Thank you. E203. That's a proposed alienation of Earth 3779, situated on corner of Robbie Skoll Street and 9th Avenue, Danova, Mossel Bay, Cotillion Trust. You've got it, councillors. Can I get a proposal or a second on this matter?
Speaker, I'll propose.
Thank you, Councillor Furness. Can I get a seconder for this item?
Yes, Speaker. I'll second
Speaker,
Councillor Kannemeyer.
I second it.
Thank you, Councillor Kannemeyer. You seconded. Thank you. Any input or comment on this matter? Good morning, councillors. Are we all still together?
Yes, just
Hello?
like the Springboks, just like the Springboks.
Watch out, speed kills. Thank you.
Ready for the Lions.
Aye. Thank you, colleagues. Can we then move to E204? That's the amnesty period for the replacement of tampered electricity meters. Can I get a proposal and a seconder for that report?
Thank you, Speaker. I propose.
Thank you, Councillor Delamay. The seconder.
Speaker, I gladly second it.
Thank you so much, Councillor Boere. Any input or comment on this matter?
I will also have an input, Speaker. Because this is showing that we are a municipality which care. A municipality which can see, not see that the people are stealing the electricity, but we know that it is now COVID time, and we must help our people. Some people are staying in the houses, they are unemployed. Then they must hire out their houses for people to have some bread on their tables. When they come back, then they see and find out that some of the people have temper in the boxes, not themselves, but the people who which they lived in the house. That's why I say, people, Speaker, we are a municipality which care, which will want to help people. We don't say steal, but if you go and make an affidavit, there's someone and have a good reason, a very good reason, not you stealing the electricity. And then we say, yes, we can help our people in this COVID time for the following 6 months. I thank you, Speaker.
Thank you so much, Councillor Boyson. Thank you. We've got a proposal, a seconder. Any councillor would like to make an input or make a comment on this matter? Nothing. Thank you. Can we then move on to E205?
Speaker,
that is the application
Speaker,
to you.
Speaker,
Councillor Mbandezi, I'm listening.
I just want to have a comment on this item, Speaker.
You're welcome.
Is there can you go back to the recommendations? Speaker, Speaker, as much as we proposing an amnesty, but I don't see any part of the recommendation. Okay. In the awareness, I think in the awareness campaign, it must be clearly stated that people must come forward. If there is any tampering in their houses, doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter. Shouldn't ask stories. If there is any tampering in their houses, they should come forward and tell the municipality that there is tampering in my house. Would like the tampering be removed, and there will be amnesty in that regard. So people must be told to do that. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Mbandezi. We take note of your comment and thank you for that. Thank you, councillors. Can we then move on to E205? That's the application to use council facilities, Western Cape Netball Development Tournament. And we're aware of the fact, Elder Lady Fortuin, that you would also like to present us with an amended recommendation. Thank you. We've got E205. Please proceed. Proposal and a seconder for that item.
Speaker, thank you for affording me the opportunity. My apologies. I also wanted to comment on the previous item, but it's fine. I was struggling to get my hand up. However, if we can just get...
Sorry, Elder Lady Fortuin, my apologies. You're most welcome to still do it. Please proceed to provide your comment. I know at times I'm running too fast, but please proceed with your comment on the previous item. I'll gladly allow you to do that. We're looking forward to listening to you. Please proceed.
Speaker, thank you. No, of course, I welcome following the approval of the item. And just to add on to what Councillor Mbandezi has said, my request will be that following the council meeting that we really extend this a decision made today to the broader community of Mossel Bay and ensure that we reach as much people as possible that can benefit from this, because whilst we're facing with the COVID pandemic, we can't have people also outside struggling with services. So I just would like to request an extensive public participation process in this, that we inform the public, and then of course also councillors playing their role in terms of informing the community. Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, then on the item before in front of us with regards to the netball tournament, there's just two, following the committee meetings, there's just two amendments to the recommendations. So if we can just move to the recommendations. I would just like to read the following, that we amend recommendation number 1, that council avails the facilities at the Van Riebeeck Sports Stadium free of charge to the Eden Netball Federation for the period 26 to 28 August 2021, as will finally be confirmed by the organizer for the hosting of the Western Cape Netball Development Tournament. This follows a request from the organizing committee for postponement of 1 month. So that is the amendment reason there. Then point 5 on the recommendations, that the municipality will assist in cleaning the facility on 26 and 27 August 2021, only during office hours, but that the organizers be held responsible for the cleaning of all facilities of council which they will be using. Speaker, then with those two amendments to the recommendations, I would like to propose approval of this item. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elder Lady Fortuin. Can we then proceed to have a seconder for that proposed amendment to the recommendations?
Thank you, Speaker. I second to that.
Thank you, Keba Mvomvo. Can we move on, councillors, colleagues?
Speaker?
No further comment on that matter? I'm listening.
Speaker, sorry, it's Director Nell here. Just with the point 5, the dates of the 26 and 27 August came out there. At number 1, we made provision for alternative dates, but at number 5 only say that the municipality will assist in cleaning the facility during working hours or during office hours, but those dates can come out because it will definitely not be on 26 and 27 August.
Thank you very much, Director Nell. Thank you, colleagues. Can we? It's fine with you, Elder Lady Fortuin.
Speaker, thank you. I'm happy with that amendment. Thank you.
Thank you, Elder Lady Fortuin. Thank you. Can we then move on to E206? It's a recognition of Khoisan communities branches, senior leaders, and branch heads. Can we have a proposal and a seconder then for this item?
Speaker, I'll propose.
Thank you, Councillor Furness.
Speaker, I will second. Marie de
Thank
Klerk.
you, Elder Lady. Thank you, Elder Lady de Klerk. Any comments that you would like to make? If none, thank you so much. Colleagues, can we then move to the addendum, please? Thank you, colleagues. Are you with us?
Yes, we are, Speaker.
Hello?
Yes, we are, Speaker.
Thank you. Can we then move to the second addendum, please? Now I got you really confused. There's no second addendum. You can stop searching for it. Can we then move to the closed session? We need to consider the issues in the minutes of the closed session. Let me then take this opportunity to thank everybody for participating in this meeting. Thank you so much for your constructive input. It's only to the benefit of the people that we serve that we do this. And thank you for the passion to serve our people. And I wish you a very